And welcome everybody to the TIta tournament. This summer 2015 by the Bad News Studio. With me, I have my boy Tom. Say hi to the people, please.
Hey, what's going on?
And IAYJ. What's up, IAYJ?
Hi. This is
Alright,
only
so
YJ. It's better that way.
Okay. See, I'm trying to give this guy nicknames and he wants to change his nickname. We're gonna have some problems, boy. Alright, well, anyway, moving on to the teams. These are all Italian players. 100% Cooler Fury. Because it seems like they're all supposed to be 20%, but two of them don't have the names, the 20% tagged. So they're only 60% Cooler Fury right now. Versus the Guardians of Dota. Guardians of Dota, god damn, that sounds pretty strong. They're playing with 4 stand-ins. I don't know if that's a joke or if they just don't know what they're doing with their lives. Anyway, we see the bans are pretty standard for this meta. What jumps out at you, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, Leshrac, Queen of Pain, and Undying are the most picked heroes right now. And they either get picked in the first pick stage or banned straight away. There are only a few games where they get through all the draft stages and almost no game where they are unnoticed.
This is very true, but I do feel like all of these heroes are very mortal, as we see the Witch Doctor being very highly valued by the Radiant, because like in ESL especially, which I know it's unfair to compare ESL to Amateur Dota, but the Queen of Pain did lose quite a bit of many games. Last game in this tournament, we saw that Tom casted the Undying pick got beat by double heal strat versus Dazzle Witch Doctor, especially in the aggressive lane. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as the game goes on. Does someone else have something to say? Is that what? Alright, I guess not. I guess I'm gonna keep right along as the Guardians of Dota are about to make their first 2 picks.
And 60% Killer Fury, grab up the Witch Doctor for the first pick. And it gets immediately counter-picked by the Winter River. I think this is mainly to get the Cold Embrace on targets that the Death Ward is focusing.
Radiant team pick.
And now even the Wraith King, they have now 2 stuns, with one is the ultimate from Winter Wyvern. I don't think they want to drop this to cancel the Death Ward, but if Witch Doctor manages to grab himself a BKB, then they have something which goes through it. And now they have the Wraith King stun for just casual interruption. And even the ultimate is very strong against the Death Ward, because you can use it to bring him down one time, but you don't have it when he comes up the second life.
Alright, boys. No white noise in the middle. Wraith King pickup, I think it's really good. Just as you said earlier, and Bristleback coming out on the Radiant team on 60% Cooler Fury right now. Standard, as we've seen, is the last game. Really tanky. Once you get the mech up, and even without it, just the Bristleback by itself. We've seen these 2 heroes in the last game too, because this is the exact same team. We're just casting game they are playing right after, because it's a best of 1. So yeah, they moved up the bracket. And yeah, Bristleback with Witch Doctor, they have the heals, they have the tank, a lot of sustain here, and as per usual, Ghost Spray, Nasal Goop, really good spells, adds into the warpath. So Bristleback is a pretty good right clicker, and then the ban out from 60% Cooler Fury is the Viper. they didn't actually ban out the Viper last game. They let the other team get it up. Yeah, not too sure why they banned this out since they just won the game, but they probably assuming that this team better.
Dire team ban.
Could be that last time they were sure that they could grab a strong lane against the Viper. And this time they want the Bristleback as their main farmer, because last game he was on the solo offlane.
10 seconds
And when you have your Bristleback as the main core, then you don't want him to be slowed by Viper Strike. But then again, they grab the Bristleback after the Wyvern gets picked up. So anyone that the Bristleback focuses can be saved by the Cold Embrace. As well as the Wraith King ultimate, which will respawn him again.
Yeah, then now we see the Medusa and Venom Lancers banned coming out. So why do you think they banned out the Medusa? I mean, the PL they have banned the last game too. Yeah. Tell us about this.
Maybe just because she would be so tanky and hard to bring down, as well as the Mystic Snake, which could remove the mana needed for the Wraith King ultimate. Because Wraith King in the early game he needs a bit of mana pool, and with level 6 I think and no stats skilled, I think he just has mana for his for one stun and his ultimate. So if you throw Mystic Snake onto that, he will not respawn a second time. And the Omni Knight gets picked up for Guardians of the Galaxy. They have now even more save. They have the magic immunity coming out from the Repel, as well as the physical immunity coming out from the Cold Embrace, and another physical immunity from the Guardian Angel. And a lot of
Wraith
heal.
King is going to be a beast. Yeah, Wraith King is going to be a beast once he gets that repel on and he's fat enough to tank physical damage. He can just maybe get a Blink Dagger armlet and just go straight for the killing of the supports, while Winter Wyvern does her best to maybe lock down the Bristleback.
Yeah, but okay. I don't think the Bristleback is gonna do much. Is there maybe they pick someone on a team who could grab themselves a diffusal bait for the Guardian Angel? But Guardians of Dota, they pick up the Invoker. And 60% Killer Fury, grab themselves a Keeper of the Light. So is the Bristleback going offline again, and they maybe pick themselves up a Naga or another more typical carry who could really appreciate the mana and recall coming in from the Keeper of the Light.
Hey guys, I'm back now. Sorry about that. Just
Welcome back.
I guess some power lines got messed up.
Okay, so we were talking about the picks and bans right now, and we see that the Dire side have really strong save and survivability with Cold Embrace, Repel and Guardian Angel, and the Wraith King ultimate, especially with all the physical immunity against the Bristleback. This will be hard for him to do anything in these fights. And we see an Invoker picked up.
Radiant team ban.
So what are your thoughts about on this draft?
Well, since METALGEARTRUSTY just died off, he has to fix his mind. I think Invoker will bring in both auto attack damage and magical. I assume he will be going Wax Exalt. More damage, since all they have right now is from the Wraith King auto attacks. I mean, the Omni Knight heal does do a ton of pure. I don't think it will be enough. someone as
10
tanky as the
seconds
back.
remaining.
But I mean, even if he goes just Quas Wax, it doesn't have that much
5
damage, but it
seconds
takes off all the
remaining.
mana needed for Bristleback to actually be relevant. And it takes off also quite a bit of mana from the Auto, Wind Ranger, Wind Doctor, all of them mana. I mean, Auto does have Chakra Magic, so that's something. The cooldown is still there, 16 seconds.
Yeah, and
The Evo can go either way.
the Invoker could even go Quas Exort, and even the control coming out from the Ice Wall as well as the Cold Snap could be enough to control the Bristleback in the fights,
Radiant team
and not even
hit.
needing anything else. Now they grab themselves a Slaughter. Whew, what are the lanes gonna be? Slaughter safe lane, and Invoker mid, it seems, and maybe Wraith King support, maybe Omni Knight and Omni Knight offlane, or they do dual lanes.
10 seconds
What are your
remaining.
thoughts?
It can be a 2-1-2. Yeah, it can be a 2-1-2.
5 seconds
Omni Knight
remaining.
being with Slada and Winter Wyvern being with Wraith King, because I
Reserve
think
time.
or the other way
Seeker gets
around,
picked up.
whoever needs farm will get Knight as a support Seeker pickup. Nice to see. It's been common in these amateur league Dota tournaments. What are your thoughts about it?
About the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, about the Bloodseeker.
I mean, they have a lot of immunity on the dire side, so the pure damage coming in from the Rupture is a really strong tool to kill up people. But then again, they have the second life on the Wraith King, and I'm not
Prepare
sure
for battle.
if it's going to do this much, but we will see. Okay, starting the game, we have Ronnie on the Bristleback heading to the offlane, T-Rect on the Keeper of the Light, and Bakuz on the Witch Doctor, joining him, maybe just wanting to grab the rune. And we'll see how the lanes will end up. And Puma, TBS, playing the Windrunner, heading to the mid. Elkun on the Bloodseeker, heading to the bottom, and we see the dire side coming into the bottom lane, setting themselves up
Alright, okay.
for a
How's
smoke.
this right now?
And I'll let METALGEARTRUSTY
Uh,
introduce the other team, and
yeah,
then I will
and
shut up.
hold on, the stream still has the overlay up. Yeah, the stream still has.
Alright, so while Tom does that, I'll introduce the dire side. Omni Knight on Peppo, Wraith King on the Bonvi, Asumi on the Invoker, Panophobe on the Winter Wyvern, and
And his
Zephyrion on
introduction
the
is cut
Slardar.
short just as the first blood comes in, the stuns are real on the Bloodseeker, the heal came down, and Wraith King does get the last hit on the Bloodseeker. I mean, yeah, that was a really nice smoke gang coming in while you were introducing the teams. Can go ahead now. Right, boys. Right, in the laning phase, we have Windrunner mid versus Invoker mid. Pretty standard stuff here. The Dire team rotating their the tri-lane top. The Wraith King being the carry here. Solo off-lane Slada against the solo lane Bloodseeker that just died. The first blood was on the Bloodseeker. There's a ward down here in the Radiant small camp, pool camp here. So nice to see.
The top lane, there's a bit of fighting
and
going on, but
yeah.
no kill happening.
Yeah, in the top lane, but I missed that. But Koto's mana leak really doing a lot of work here on the Wraith King. He doesn't even have mana, and he did take a lot of damage from the Bristleback. Right, back to you, Tom.
Okay, no, I was just pointing that out. This
Right, and looks like to me again, the engage on the top lane, the Winter Wyvern getting blocked. He did get mana leaked and no escape for him. But Omni Knight comes back in. They're chasing down the Witch Doctor. Sunstrike is going to miss by a huge margin because they don't run. Rift King is being blocked by the Bristleback. Nice to see. Omni Knight is going to fall before the Witch Doctor comes. And Rift King gets the last hit of the Koto. And now chasing down the Witch Doctor. Do they commit? Yes, he tries. Mangoes up. Gets the stun off, one hit, and he dies. But Bristleback far in deep into enemy territory. He did kill off the Rave King with the kill spray, and Invoker gets the last hit with the Sunstrike. So much early game aggression here. 3 on the Radiant, 3 kills on the Radiant, 4 kills.
Okay, so who got the kills? Rave King, in fact, has 3 kills in this game after 2 minutes. They're going in again? Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's fine because there's the Witch Doctor cast coming out, mana leak out. I'm pretty sure they don't want to commit. The Bristleback has arrived too, but he's diving deep right into the Omni Knight and the Winter Wyvern and the Rave King, but nothing else besides a few auto attack clashes.
No.
Yeah, so what do you think about the lanes now? They've been really aggressive in the top lane. Bottom lane, Windrunner has managed to force the Invoker. Yeah, look at that, just taking a lot of harass just from power shot and auto attacks.
Yeah, the lane will
Your
get
thoughts, Tom?
easier once the Invoker gets a few levels up and has his Forge Spirits. But for now it's just the Windrunner farming. And I'm really surprised that the Bloodseeker has the highest CS score on board. I think he was beginning in the jungle. Or did he... He moved up to place the ward after he died? Did he went straight to the lane or to the jungle?
Yeah, he went straight into the lane.
Okay.
And whilst this happens, top lane, there's the engage, the cast was bouncing, Melodic up. Rave King is going to die here, but is there going to be an exchange kill? Yes, Melodic gets the... Wait, no. Bristleback gets the last hit of the Rave King, and now nice Cold Embrace to stop the Omni Knight from dying. He does have the heal up though. Mana leak down on the Omni Knight, Sunstrike will miss. Omni Knight is running, he wants to catch up, but Bristleback, the stacks of Quill Spirit just doing its work here. So much damage, and the cask did bounce to the Wyvern once, but not enough, and Rave King just TP'd in, Melodic down, he's running for his life, mana leak up, and Witch Doctor does die. Koto now trying his best, but can't really do anything again. Mana leak is off now, and Rave King really wants something out of this. So aggressive plays in the top lane, while in the bot lane they're actually playing really passively. Like no commitments here, they're just taking creeps, they aren't even harassing each other.
Yeah, I mean, harassing a Bloodseeker is most of the times not worth it, because if you're gonna trade hits and he gets a few last hits with Blood Rage on, he will just get up to full HP again. And you have to eat tangos and get yourselves out, and yeah, just wasting gold for you. It's definitely not worth the trade.
And as we say that, there is a smoke. There's a smoke out. Yeah, Bloodseeker did hit level 6, he does have Rupture, and there's a smoke out. The Witch Doctor and Koto are both smoked. They want to get the Invoker. Engage is now. Mana leak is here. The stuns are bouncing. Chaos Meteor misses by a long mark. And there's just the auto attacks there. Like, nice play by the Witch Doctor and Koto. They backed off so that they could give the Windrunner the last hit. But sadly, the Melodic just took it.
At the same time, the Bloodseeker was rupturing the Slaughter, and Slaughter went down, so he went aggressively out of the silence and killed the Bloodseeker one hit before he was going to die and survived. Now he finishes up his threats and is doing quite well for himself.
Yeah, I think that kill on Bloodseeker really set the tone here. They be safe here. Illusion by the Windrunner, coming off on the Slaughter behind. He doesn't seem to care, he knows that it's an illusion because it started auto-attacking the creeps. Nothing much happening. Invoker is now in the top lane. Looks like he wants to gank. He does have Forged Spirits and Ghost Wall. It looks like he does have one level of Quas, one level of Wax, and there is the mana leak down on the Wraith King, who is not level 6 yet, but he gets repelled by the Omni Knight. The cask is here. Winter Wyvern throws a long range Splinter Blast, slows everyone down, heal up on the Omni Knight, and the Wraith King is just chasing down, but he gets co-embraced, so he doesn't die. And Omni Knight is going to die here. No, the tower changes targets to the Wraith King, who dies instead, and Bristerback dies to auto attacks, but the cask is bouncing. The tower gets the last hit of the Invoker. Change back to the Winter Wyvern, who dies instead. And the Omni Knight gets stunned by Mana Leak, and now he's going to die too because he has no mana to heal himself. But there's a regen rune here.
Radiant's top tower.
Poto misses his thing, misses his beam by a lot, and Omni Knight dies to auto attacks and melee. Radiants have been coming out on top of all this, and Bloodseeker almost dies to Slada bot, and he dies again. Amplified damage, showing off how much early game potential it has. And Dire's tier 1 bottom, tier 1 mid tower, I mean, just got destroyed by Wind Ranger.
Yeah, this Windrunner has a lot of farm. She is paired on the top of the last hit score with the Bloodseeker, but Bloodseeker died 3 times, and Windrunner died none time, and even has an assist for her. They're going in again on the top lane.
Another engagement on the top lane. Death Ward is committed. Mana Leak, even Bristerback in. Invoker TPs. Meatball is thrown down, but it doesn't really do that much damage. Slada is here though. Gets the stun of the Witch Doctor that went in too deep. And there's the Omni Knight and the slows by the Winter Wyvern. Slada really wants to chase. No, he doesn't have the Blink Dagger yet. Nice reactive TPs there. The
Witch Doctor just melted with the damage amplification.
Yeah.
Died in 3 hits.
Yeah, not even a bash. Auto attacks. The Radiant team, the top, even though they're doing so well, I think they weren't expecting the Slada to suddenly jump in, because he was having a field day at bot again with Bloodseeker. But once this happens, the Slada went to rotate. Now he's going back to heal up and get some mana. Bottom tier 1 for the Dire is getting pushed in. And top, looks like they are playing really aggressive again. Look at that Keeper of the Light, just running straight in through the lane, trying to get some harass, get in range for mana.
Yeah, he even skipped Mana Leak level 2.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Just so they have more control on
the
the
bottom lane.
Is under attack.
This is probably going to be the defense here. Omni Knight TPs it, and the next one to TP will be Winter Wyvern. Slada is here too. Blood Ride is down. Meatball did miss. Omni Knight took a lot of damage from that Blood Ride, but no commitment there. The tower gets denied. And yeah, nice to see. Tom, oh, wow, I stayed is another engage on the Wraith King. They do have Death Ward. 1 TP in. Death Ward is committed here, and Wraith King does die eventually, but Slada is here, the manliest fish alive. He gets casked right in the stun animation. He's mana leaked, but he doesn't care. He's chasing down the Witch Doctor. He wants to get but the blinding light saves the day just in time before the Slada was in range for a stun. Now he's out of mana. The Invoker just blocks him a little and uses Alacrity on himself. I'm not too sure that's the play here, but alright. Invoker just came in to kill himself. He's dead from Maledict and all the other things. And the tier 1 top for the Dire has fallen. What do you think went wrong there, Tom?
I'm just seeing this Mana Leak doing absolutely work. He casted it 3 times, I believe, in this top fight, and they got 2 kills out of it. Yeah, they get even 3: the Wraith King, the Invoker, and the Slada. And you saw the Slada running. The sprint giving him extra movement speed, but when you're running so fast, the Mana Leak just destroys your mana pool, and he had no mana for a crush.
Exactly. And now it looks like the Radiant team are grouping up in the mid lane. They want to commit for something. I'm not sure what. Maybe a tier 2. The entire team are also going to respond here. Slada doesn't have that blink up yet though. And that, yeah, they're really coming deep in. The cask is bouncing clear the wave, gets the Slada once, amp damage out, more vision on the Witch Doctor. But oh, the Windrunner went in deep after grabbing the regen rune ball. Lucky that the Slada didn't have his blink, if not that would have hit Windrunner.
Yeah, the Slada is just farming up, trying to get his blink dagger. He's up to 1600 gold, but he had this amount of gold a few minutes ago, and then he died. So this set him back a lot. He would have had it by now or in the next minute, but now it takes a bit more of time, since he still needs another 500 gold.
Well, what do you guys think about all these wards on the Dire side? They have like 3 wards in their own jungle. I guess they've been getting invaded a lot.
Yeah, they want to play safe now, because they want a bit of farm up on the Wraith King, because right now he's really not doing much, especially against this this Keeper of the Light. Now an attempted Blood Rite coming up from Bloodseeker, but Wraith King just runs out of it. Yeah, the Dire actually have 4 wards out now. They have this one on the bottom and the 3 in the jungle. And yeah, just absolute completely map vision on their side, making sure they're not getting ganked. And
I like to see the Bristle here farming his ancients. I think the Radiant are in a very comfortable position here. Bristleback, obviously, he's a lot better late game than most people think. So farming is a good option for him.
and check out Witch Doctor's item.
They're all grouped up in the mid.
Witch Doctor is closing in on a Glimmer Cape. He has the Shadow Amulet. 30 minutes in, as one of the supports and the Keeper of the Light is closing in into a mech. If you we have a disconnect from the Winter Wyvern. Meanwhile, we can talk about the net worth graph. The Bristleback is leading, Windrunner is following him, and they're the only Dire hero in the top 6 is the Slaughter. And even the lowest farmed hero on 60%, the Coddle, even he has more farm than the mid lane Invoker, which is the second highest farmer for God.
Thank you.
They're struggling to get items. So the top lane really working out for 60%. The Sunstrike checking out Roche, but they're not doing it. Windrunner grabs herself. The Invis Rune looking for a kill, but the Wyvern just runs past trees. I think the Windrunner got spotted. Yeah.
There's the engage. Yeah, the Windrunner gets a very nice shackle shot, and everyone there too. Bloodrite is there. A really overkill right there. And the Windrunner, she just ran past the Winter Wyvern. So close. Fog of War, those trees really playing to the Dire's benefit, but the Omni-Knight was a bit too far out. Bloodseeker didn't even commit her Rupture for that. So whilst the tower is gonna be pushed in, what do you guys think about the Bloodseeker's item? First things up is Blade Mail.
Very aggressive going up there. It does seem there's going to be an engage here.
Yeah, there's an engage here. The Death Ward is being committed on the Winter Wyvern. It switches targets, but it gets stopped by the Slayer, who does have his Blink Dagger right now. And there's the Guardian Angel, popped a bit too early in my opinion. The Rupture is out on the Slada, and he's still running even though it goes through Repel. So he's gonna get himself killed. Yes, he does. And the Wraith King is back once more. He bought back, does have Reincarnation down, but he dies in the end. There's no way for the Wraith King to actually escape from this once he reaches low enough. They aren't gonna commit just because that Winter Wyvern suddenly showed, but Wraith King walks back in, blinding light pushes them out when they should have just continued the engage. Not too sure about that, but Winter Wyvern got Mana Leak too, and she's dead due to Bristleback's
Dieback from the
Ghost
Rev
Spray.
King.
And Bloodseeker just going ham. Yeah, Bloodseeker going ham all the way in. He killed the Rave King and just ran for the invoke.
Radiant's middle tower.
Actually,
Man, that was a
what
big
happened
fight.
on the first life of the Rev King was he got mana leaked by the Coddle, and then he ran just a centimeter too far and was out of mana for his ultimate, and he had about 12 or 13 one charges,
Radiant's middle
but he
tower is under
got
attack.
burst down on the last second, so he couldn't use them, was forced to buy back and died again. And this is really setting him back. He just has treads and no gold whatsoever.
Two things that I want to mention in that fight is number one, the Winter Weaver did not have his ultimate for that defense. I don't know if the Dire should have defended in that position without Winter Weaver and ultimate. They have no real AoE stuns except for the Slardar. Speaking of Slardar, it did not seem that he knew that Rupture went through Repel. Oh, IA
kept
mentioned
running.
how he just kept running even though he had... That fight was crazy though.
Yeah, and the Bloodseeker looks like he's eyeing down the Slardar. There's the aggressive Rupture, and the Slardar has to stay still, and he just TPs out. Nice play. He did have a TP. That's great. Always have a TP in your inventory, boy.
Yeah, he definitely learned his lesson. Bristle trying to make an approach, but doesn't do so. Before that fight started earlier, I asked us, what do we think about the Bloodseeker Blade Mail? I think that the Radiant want to fight now, and they did. They picked a good spot to fight. I mean, it would be really smart for me to say that maybe they knew Winter Wyvern was still level 5, so that's why they chose to take that fight, and they did a really good job of it. Another thing I want to mention, I guess, in this matchup is Wraith King's Reincarnate versus the Mana Leak of the Coddle and the consistent damage of the Bristleback Windrunner having a shackle every 6 seconds. And as long as Bloodseeker's alive, of course he can lay in those auto attacks. There's no one-hit wonders on the Radiant side. Of course, Reincarnation, as I take the top tower, Reincarnation works best against something like a Doom. And oh my god, they actually rushed.
As we said, the engage is here, Rupture, Repel up. Slardar is still running with that Rupture on, but the rest of the Dire team are running in. Wraith King does die, got an injure pop a bit too late, but I bet he wasn't in range to save the Wraith King, that's why. Bristleback and Konzo are chasing down Omni-Knight. Whilst this happens, Witch Doctor gets the death ward off on one Winter Wyvern who could have braced himself. And yeah, the Invoker just died down there to the Bloodseeker. Just from auto attacks, the Invoker really not being able to do much this game. He went for you. I have no idea. He has 1 level in Wax, 2 levels in Quas, maxing out the Exort. Doesn't even have his 4 stuff out. This is going to be a Rax after that bad team fight. I'm pretty sure that the Dire weren't in perfect condition or position to fight. And Winter Wyvern coming back in, trying to defend out, but they can't really do anything. Wraith King does have Reincarnation for another 23 seconds. Slardar blinks in, gets the Shackle shot, really nice there. The repels out, but no chance. The cask doing his bouncing. Bristleback runs in, ham. So does the Bloodseeker, gets a really nice blood right. And Slardar being body blocked by the Witch Doctor. Jesus Christ, nice to see. And Slardar dies and follows up. The Wraith King dies too. Invoker again was just in the middle of the team fight. He set down the EMP, but he melted so quickly just to that Bloodseeker.
I mean, Wyvern is still level 5. Still.
20 minutes into the game. This is not a fun game for him. And if the Radiant will not continue and kill him off in the next fight, he will not even reach his level 6 this game. Eventually. Maybe he will get it, but it will just be so late. It's 20 minutes in and he hasn't got his level 6.
Dire's middle tower is
They just
They're
keep
gonna
going here. They don't care at all.
EMP is down. Yeah, they just want to defend. They want to do what they can and hope for the best. but they don't have what they need to fight, so they can't actually do anything. They're just throwing their bodies like ragdolls and they get melted so quickly. The Bloodseeker auto attacks will just do their work, and so do the Wristerbacks. Rupture is out on the Slaughter yet again. Luckily he doesn't walk with Repel now. Blood right down, it's gonna hit nothing at all. The Wraith King gets blinding lighted out of position. The Bloodseeker inside taking so much damage. Guardian Angel is popped. Nice timing. Wraith King gets the hit of Bloodseeker due to Wraith Fire Blast.
4-man stun from Slaughter.
Wristerback running for his life. And yeah, there's the Death Ward, gonna kill everything in its wake. 3 go down, but Windrunner of course gets the last hit with the power shot. And Slaughter gets the kill on Bristleback. And yeah, they were just auto attacks by the Windrunner, turning on Windrun and focus by Slaughter. Mana leaked, running, amplifies the Windrunner, but he can't move.
Rampage
And
from
there is
Windrunner.
Rampage for the Windrunner. Chief, who just stood there and just auto attacked, power shotting, getting 3 kills, auto attacking some more with focus fire onto the Wraith King, and then picking up that last kill on the Slaughter, getting the Rampage. The morale of the entire team is
Sunstrike
on the
misses on the
sky
Windrunner.
low. I mean,
And
yeah, good try, Invoke.
I don't know if the Wraith King just doesn't see it, but he keeps running every time he gets mana leaked. And he starts the fight off with 1 stun and then he's out. And
Yeah, I mean, maybe he should have bought a Soul Ring instead of Magic Wand.
I mean, he uses the magic wand so often in these fights, but he could just stand still and he would do more. Because this way he's just running in and dying.
I've never seen this before, guys, but if you look at the net worth chart, the poorest person on the Radiant team is still richer than the richest person on the Dire team. I've actually never seen that before.
So is Keeper of the Light going for Bloodstone, or is he thinking about Octarine Core?
I mean,
What-
Octarine Core is really good due to Illuminate.
Illuminate with the Octarine Core would have 7.5 second cooldown only. And
And there's the Windrunner, just blink up straight to the Omni Knight and get a nice shackle and focus fire. The ward there, they still
Well,
have
that
not
didn't
figured
roast.
it out. They haven't warded that. Yeah, and Roche into smoke, you guys can take over.
okay, they're smoking up right now outside of the Roche pit. Windrunner's not smoked, she went for the Omni Knight kill. And I think they want to get a pick off before they push. Getting a ward on the high ground, so smart. And getting the mana leak off
So
on the Winter
smart,
Wyvern.
and there's the engage, the cask will be bouncing, the Windrunner is here, Shackle hits nothing but no problem. Wraith King just running out, they do not want to engage, they let the Winter Wyvern die. Glimmer came out on the Bristerback, Death Ward got beaten, look at the bouncing due to Aghanim Scepter, but the Omni Knights got it engaged at the right time, but Melody gets the kill off, Sala comes in, gets the Bristerback down, but Ages of Immortality is here. Keeper of the Light did mana leak the Omni Knight and use Blinding Light. Sala gets a crush off too, tries to TP out but dies in the end. Windrunner, aggressive blinking, picks up her Momnia, but Invoker has fled the scene of the crime because he spent Ice Wall on killing creeps top lane instead of committing in the team fight. And there's the Winter Seekers out of
see a
the
Winter
Bloodseeker just for 1100 go, and we're back on the Witch Doctor, Shackle shot on 2 on the Wraith King and the Winter Wyvern. Nice to see Wraith King's Wraith Fire Blast does get the last hit of the Witch Doctor, and now they're just going in even though the Wraith King will die. He can't man fight the Bristleback. Look at the Bristleback. He's hitting like a fully grown armadillo. Is he that? I am not too sure what he actually is, but it doesn't matter because all he's doing is running in like a beast. It just auto attacks the Invoker to death. Doesn't
And
care
the
what
creeps
Cold
go,
Snap.
the Rex go down to the Windrunner. Yeah, the
There's a-
Invoker
oh,
doesn't
man,
even have
easy.
his 2 Forge Spirits up.
I mean, yeah, we're gonna see an unpause
Yeah,
here.
but it's
Yeah,
fine.
no one- no
by
one
the
can blame
same
them
team,
for
so
this.
I guess. Yeah. It's
I mean,
GG
even if
coming
it
out.
wasn't,
GG
you know
is
what I
going.
mean?
And
GG.
this is around
That- that's the
40,000 gold lead at 25 minutes. I think I've never seen a gold lead this huge. this time.
Wow. Really,
I mean, it really seemed like the Dire
game.
were holding. It really seemed like the Dire were holding until they decided to defend that tier 2 bottom. That fight in tier 2 bottom was just so disastrous.
Yeah, it was
for
one
the
level
Dire
on the
team.
Winter Wyvern that made the difference there. If he had this Winter's Curse up, the fight could have turned out completely different. But still, they defended and lost a lot of heroes, as well as the tower, and even used buyback on the Rev King. He died again. And after this, he had just no more item progression.
Yeah, so the game was really almost like I think it was a pub stomp. Pub stomp.
Yeah, one thing I have to say is that I have never seen Mana League doing this much work in a single game ever before. I think it secured them 20 kills or something. They just got so many and even killed the Rev King a lot of times without getting his ultimate off, or on the top lane setting up a lot of kills so the enemy can't run away or can't chase them back while they pick off another hero on the other side.
Exactly. So the game came straight down to picks and how they, and like the Slala got ruptured, got repelled, but he still continued running. Not sure what went through his head there, but yeah, pretty sure it all came down to the picks.
Yeah, last pick Bloodseeker versus Omni Knight Too Strong. Do you guys have anything else that you want to say? Well, for this game, it's going to be over. This is Bad News Dota. Please make sure to follow us on Twitter at Bad News Dota 2. And we are the Bad News Studio. So, and we also have a secondary channel if you want to follow that. Bad News Studio 2 on Twitch. And that's it for us for this game.
Yeah, we have another game coming up soon. So stay tuned.
I think so. I think we do.
And we'll see you again on the next game.